Hello. Tonight is a Browns victory celebration. So I'm going to play with the Browns tonight. Since they won. Oh, come on. Why I gotta play these motherfuckers? Fuck it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton.
Poor Gummy Bears lost. The Gummy Bears.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And some strong running. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And all the way up to the 31-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who sends it to slot receivers? But the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had another coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down. But Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance going for it on 4th. Mayfield keeps it himself, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Mayfield on first down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. So, Charles, first drive here, a little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
Damn it.
He's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They go with Chubb on second down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Browns. Rashard Higgins. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Is it?
Turn sets him up pretty good here, right at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Stafford. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run on first down. Akers.
No running.
Take this one down to about the
23-yard
line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah,
no running allowed, buddy.
In the middle of the line, a lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Stafford. Caught left side, it's Beckham. Touchdown.
Beckham, that's how you do your old team, bastard.
Touchdown. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Browns.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Stafford. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Malik McDowell busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. Now they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
Oh, come on.
They're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
6 yards left on 2nd down. They'll go again here with Akers. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Hello?
Stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know
Yo, what up?
The point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys.
I'm alright.
It's got to be priority 1.
She had to reschedule because
Looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for Cleveland.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw complete there to Beckham. And all the way down to the 27. A big play there for L.A.
Let's face it, the focus is going to be, at the end of this play, on the big-time gain, right? He lined up on the left and worked his way all the way to the right before the perfect pass found him. But how about the offensive line and the protection to give him enough time to work his way all the way across the field?
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Bananas Higbee, the tight end. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 58 yards on the ground for him so far.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in a striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
On first down, Akers. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offense.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And down right around the 37. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd and 11 now.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Ernest Jones there for the tackle. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Now Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second and 10. Stafford now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this.
Matthew Bumford.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No. But what a second half of the adjustment. Whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did. And you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
I ain't about to argue with them. Bears suck. Sorry ass Bears. Overrated Rams. Beat them. Come on, I'm not about to play them again, man. I just put him on ignore. I don't feel like hearing none of that bullshit. Your team sucks. Stop trying to justify everything. They suck. The Bears suck. Y'all are worse than us. Y'all might have a slight better history, but y'all suck. Y'all garbage. Come on, man. Not the Rams again. I'm tired of playing them bums. LA bums. Ooh, the Steelers. Rapist burger. Rapist burger.
The NFL 88 Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field
Oh, yeah.
in Pittsburgh, PA.
I've been waiting on this
Just a
matchup.
few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field.
I've been waiting to play y'all bums.
With the Cleveland Browns.
I've been waiting to play y'all fucking bums. Piss the Pittsburgh Steelers. How it feels to be in last fucking place.
Taken successfully.
You know what I'm saying? How I feel to be in last place, bums. Man, nigga, you weird. Your mama weird. Fuck off me.
This ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready.
No, I can't hear you.
You get the sense.
Yeah, I can hear you, dickhead.
He has that opportunity. He may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And this carry not as productive. He
Stop Chubb that time.
Scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt.
Yeah, first down, bomb.
First down at about the 38.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That
Hey,
brings up
tell her, man. Tell her, bitch, I'm trying to answer the phone, bitch.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Mayfield on play action. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
So I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
2nd down and goal. Mayfield. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Touchdown, Browns.
Bum ass
Andy
Steelers.
Janovich from 4 yards out. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
You suck.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good.
Now it's time to shut your ass down.
7-0 game.
Shut down Rapist Burger.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Shut down the rapist.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and
Big
10
rapist.
at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, rapist, throw it.
And they'll run for the first time.
Your
with
bum
Najee
ass
Harris.
down.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. Flush to his right.
Get that shit out of here.
Knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They go play action with Roethlisberger.
That shit out of here. You fucking suck.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
All right, I ain't say you was a bitch. All I gotta say is you suck.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. That ball caught by
Okay, good pass. Good pass. Good pass.
And that's a big pickup.
Good fucking pass.
And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Get your bum ass down.
Just a yard on the first down carry.
No running allowed. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
Short.
Short. They stop him a few yards shy. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On 3rd down, Mayfield.
Fuck!
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
Go ass
Looking to
down.
find
No
a
running.
lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. It's brought in by Harris.
Nope.
And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Fourth down. Here's Roethlisberger.
Your old ass down.
Can't do anything with a football.
Your old ass down.
And a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
Damn it!
Incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Play fake. Mayfield. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front.
Damn it! Good shit. Good fucking shit. Good shit, bro. That was good shit. Yeah, good shit.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And that one drops down, incomplete.
Drop that shit.
Coverage there forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line. Out to his left. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right.
Looking sideline. Ooh, he was wide the fuck open.
Break, contain, and get outside.
Shit.
My first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Ben to throw again. Eluding the pressure right.
You mean shit.
It's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it.
Hey, get out my way. Fucking teammate got my way.
To keep them from scoring before the half ends.
2nd and 2. Mayfield off the play fake. And this throw incomplete.
Slow ass tight end.
But it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Mayfield. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Mayfield to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass to Austin Hooper. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete.
He dropped it.
And it does not pay off. They fake the
fucking
punt,
dropped
it.
it.
Doesn't work out, and the
Ain't no
Browns
way in
are gonna
hell
get
he's
this
supposed to
thing
drop
back.
that.
Excellent field
Ain't no way in
position.
hell. That's supposed to be a touch. That supposed to be a touchdown.
Mayfield on play action. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's
what the fuck?
25.
Ah!
He's in for the touchdown.
Good shit.
Final play of the first half. The prayer
Yeah, he did, man. He missed that fucking tackle.
The way this one was going, you just got
Good
the sense
shit.
they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still
That
trailing,
was
but
good
it's
ass
up.
pass.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL
Yeah.
camps. Remember, we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was
Well,
scoring
we is
the
playing
last
in
2 minutes of the
Pittsburgh.
half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over.
Shit, you only down by 1 touchdown. You still in the game. You only down by 1
And we
touchdown.
welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback.
Hey, where you from? Cleveland.
The
Yeah.
Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Good run.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger flushed to his right, and just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. That's complete to his tight end.
Ooh-wee. I was right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger.
This nigga 81 catching everything.
Works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Open man here is Gentry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
My ass apart now.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Shoves him aside. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They run again with Harris. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got it. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Roethlisberger will throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll try to run with Harris, and I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. Here's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Let this old bastard scramble us.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I blew his damn lead.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A give. This is Chubb. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. A run for Nick Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the lead. They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Ray McCloud to return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's Roethlisberger.
Yeah, shit.
Traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And oh, he clanks it off the right.
Are you fucking serious?
And it's no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. McLeod now on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious? He's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Give me this
shit. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. John Johnson with the INT. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Fuck! Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 19. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now Ben. He'll let this go for the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. One last shot for Roethlisberger. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Night.
Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
$88.
about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And we are underway in Southern California. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Herbert.
So, bum ass down.
Gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. On play action, they'll throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and
y'all can't stop the run.
Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the carry, it's Chubb.
Fuck off me.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a short gain here down to the 22. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. We're scoreless after 1. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And finding room to work, he's...
Go ahead, quit. Go ahead and quit.
Down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the 2-yard line.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Again, it's Hunt. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Chubb. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for them.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb there to make the grab. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
7. Chargers, nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Here's a diving catch right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis.
Give me this shit.
Defenders had intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Following the interception, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And down inside the 15 he goes.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch,
touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Chargers, nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. The first play of the drive is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Eluding the pressure right. Herbert has it knocked free. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Herbert now. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Taken down at the
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They run, jump, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They run it again with Chubb. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Yeah, boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively. It leads to a big play.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Herbert. Flushed out right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The 15-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Steps away to his left. And he takes it in.
Really?
Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
21. Chargers 7.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackled him for just a short gain.
That's to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Still going. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
At the 19-yard line.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. To throw, Mayfield. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Touchdown! Nick Chubb, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach.
It got his man complete. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here.
Night-night.
It was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.